talking to students about their opinions of socialism and if they'd support a socialist GPA policy. Would they be willing to share their high GPA with people that have a low GPA? Because after all, it's all about equality. Which would you rather have in America, socialism or capitalism?
I would say socialism.
How do you view the word socialism, favorably or unfavorably?
I guess I would go with favorably.
Like, I have family in Europe. They go to college for free. Their healthcare is paid for. They don't have to worry about it at all.
I favor that over capitalism.
Okay, got it.
I also think I favor that, like, socialism over capitalism.
Socialism is more geared toward like helping the people in your, the governed.
I'd rather people have that same opportunity. There's a lot of excess in America.
The main idea of socialism being that people at the top are doing their fair share to help people at the bottom, trying to prevent disparity of income and trying to prevent excess, as you called it. So on campus, if there's a GPA disparity where there's people at the bottom with a poor GPA, would you support a policy where people at the top spread the wealth and give that GPA to people at the bottom?
Give?
Just give it?
Help them get a better GPA?
Yeah.
Help them get a better GPA? Let me think about that. I'm just a stupid student here, that's all.
I'm all for helping. I wouldn't give, let me just give you some of my...
I wouldn't just give you my GPA, I wouldn't just give you some of my hard-earned money.
But it's about being fair, right? We got to help people at the bottom.
I've lost a lot of sleep, so I don't know.
Oh, there we go. I lost a lot of sleep, right? Studying for my grades. Hey, I lost a lot of sleep working for my money, honey.
I will be fair.
It's hard. I guess it would be kind of hypocritical for me to say no.
You think?
That's completely different.
How is it different?
Because I'm studying all day for my grade.
Oh, I'm working all day for my money, honey.
What do you mean by sharing it? Literally, giving them a chunk of my GPA?
Yep.
What do you mean by sharing? Am I literally giving a chunk of my GPA as she paints her hair back? Just literally give a chunk of my GPA? Is that what you mean by socialism?
I would want to say no, straight up.
But what's the difference between earning a high GPA and not wanting to give it away, but then earning a lot of money and also not wanting to give that away?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the difference is that you study for your grades, right? And grades often reflect how much time you spend studying. But
You work pretty hard to become a millionaire.
I mean, I'm not denying that fact either, but for the regular working person,
Do you think there's
A regular working person, they're working too, buddy. What do you mean for the regular working person?
similarity between earning your salary and maybe not wanting to give it away to people that aren't working to earn it, and same thing with the GPA where you earn it and you say, well, I don't necessarily want to give it to anyone who might not be working for it.
Right. I think it's just that whole sense of thinking that no one's going to work for it.
I mean, I sacrifice a lot to get my GPA. You know, I don't go out as much as I'd like to, but that's for some, like a greater goal in the future, the way I see it. So no, I wouldn't sacrifice my own things, like sacrifice my own time to help somebody else who didn't want to make those same sacrifices.
There's some people who are in the bottom, but they really are working, and there's some people who are in the bottom and they deserve that poor GPA.
Kind of like people making money with their income?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like some people. Let's not throw shade.
But isn't it about helping the less fortunate?
You're basically profiting off of my work for you. So who's really the bad guy here?
I don't think that'd be a good idea, because then you're taking away from people that earn that grade. And what about the ones that aren't really working hard for their grades? So they're just going to get something they don't really deserve.
Got it. And do you think it's similar with your salary?
Yeah, I definitely do.
No, that's the complete opposite of meritocracy.
Okay.
The complete opposite. That's like awful. I don't think they're comparable because your GPA.
Now, this is the guy, that said he's family's in Europe, and that's where his family's from. And so they get free college, free education, free healthcare and whatever. So my question is, buddy, what the hell are you doing here in the United States of America? If you're getting an education for free over there, why don't you take it over there? But no, you decide to come over to the United States.
GPA is not directly linked to like your quality of life necessarily.
But you still have to earn it the same way you'd have to earn a salary, right?
Well, I don't think most rich people in this country necessarily earn it. Much of that money is inherited. Much of that money, is made from the stock market, which isn't, they're not actually working for that. They're pressing a button behind a computer for that. I mean,
this kid, we just got to go back a little bit on this one here just to hear this guy, okay, do his thing again. I mean, just listen to what this guy is saying, folks, one more time. I mean, unbelievable. Talk about student social justice warriors or whatever. These guys are just absolutely hypocritical. Let's listen, okay, to Mr. European again.
They're comparable because your GPA is not directly linked to like your quality of life.
No, of course, your GPA is definitely not linked to your quality of life. Try getting a less than a 2.0, like a 1.5, and seeing how that's going to affect your quality of life, buddy, when you don't get a job or you can't get into a school or into a professional institution or those kind of things. Unbelievably stupid.
Necessarily.
But you still have to earn it the same way you'd have to earn a salary, right?
Well, I don't think most rich people in this country necessarily earn it. Much of that money is inherited. Much of that money, is made from the stock market, which isn't. They're not actually working for that. They're pressing a button behind a computer for that. I mean.
Well, I mean, then there would be no point to having a GPA because then if everyone has the same, then there's no metric, right?
But it's all about fairness, right?
Well, like, is it fair? Like, I look at it this way, right? Is it fair for everyone to have the same outcome or to have the same opportunity, right? For me, having the same opportunity is what is fair, right? Not the same outcome, right? Because if I work harder than you and I get a better result, then it is only fair that I get a better grade or I get a better opportunity than you, right?
I'm Kevin Phillip.
On the head. He hit the nail right on the head when he said it's what? Equal, in terms of getting equality of opportunity rather than equality of outcome. As long as everybody gets the same opportunity to do whatever they want to do, then let the chips fall where they may. And that's exactly what we talk about. We don't want equality of outcomes. We want equality of opportunity. And everybody has a chance to do that here in the United States. What you do with that opportunity, that's up to you. You work harder, you work smarter, you work faster, you work your butt off. You should have a better opportunity, get more money, get, whatever it is, get more of the benefits of whatever you reap, because you reap what you sow. And that's basically on almost any endeavor in life that you can picture, right? And so, again, these students here, I weep for them sometimes because they just like socialism, capitalism, okay, never worked. Never been to a socialist country. I've never experienced living under socialism. All they do is you read about it black and white in a book, or you look on the internet and you say, oh, fascism, socialism, communism. Oh yeah, communism killed 100 million people in 100 years. Oh, that's the wrong form of socialism. That's the wrong form of communism. That's the wrong form of that. Socialism to them is, the word social? Oh, it must be nice, social. Right? We're all gonna be pals, buddies, and whatever. Then when you ask them and say, hey, why don't you give a little bit of, and that's what happens, folks. Nobody wants to give themselves. They want everybody else. They want a virtue signal and that everybody else do it. No, you give your money away. No, you give your GPA away. No, you give your car away, your home away, your this, your that. You give away your stuff to other people. No, first you do it. You give away your GPA first. You give away your money, your car, your house, your whatever, your belongings. And then maybe once you convince me that you're not a hypocrite and that you're doing this for the good of society and for truly social justice or social injustice, maybe you might convince me to give away some of my things. Maybe. But you do it first. Nobody wants to take that first step. Anyways, we appreciate you taking the time. Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think. Did you side with the communist students or social students? Or did you side with some of these students that these guys have some bright future, like this kid right over here, that it's equality of opportunity, not the equality of outcome that matters. Folks, you've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your guest host for today. My name is Dr. Nasir. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like, share, and follow us. I'll leave you with my final thought, which is, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. We'll see you again next time, folks. Take care and stay safe.